Hey guys, happy Wednesday. It is Meg here from Meg Rogers Nutrition Coaching. So, okay guys, I want to talk about this. So, my family doesn't support my goals. Is this your struggle too? Like, how do you take care of you when family, friends, or maybe coworkers are being unsupportive of your efforts to take care of you? So, what do you do? Like, I'm hearing from many who have goals of either losing weight, growing, maybe even a deeper relationship with God, or becoming more protective versus just being busy, or, taking care of them and making all these big plans. And yet when it comes time to execute, they quit after day 2 or 3. So why is this happening? And all right, guys, let's talk about it. And if you're catching the replay, post #replay in the comments below. If you're catching this live, hit your favorite emoji or say hi. Let me know that you're here. So have you ever thought and said to yourself, like, I just don't have the time. My kids need me. I want to push play, but they needed a snack. Someone had to go potty. The baby was crabby. The kids wouldn't sleep, and I cannot work out with them awake. There's just no way. Or my spouse works all day and I'm too tired to watch the kids, aka I can't ask him to parent the kids that he helped create so I can take 30 minutes for me. Or, the kids begged me to come cuddle on the couch with them and I couldn't resist. Like, wow, I am hearing so many reasons lately. It's insane and blowing my mind. So let's talk about this. Case in point, yesterday, one of my kids asked me in this really annoyed voice, and we're like, are you going to work out tonight? And I'm like, yes, I need to get back on schedule now that I'm healing so I can get stronger to give you the best of me because you deserve the best, mommy. And, the next words out of their mouth was like, oh, but can't you just skip it and just come watch a show with us instead? So let's talk about the root cause of who and what is to blame for us not being able to reach this place that we truly want to be in. You guys, it's you. We teach people how to treat us. So if you're changing up the family routine, yes, of course, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a shock for everybody. And even more so when you don't quit that first week, because that first week that you start, everybody in the family is going to be like, well, they're going to quit in a week because they always quit. So it's okay. Don't get, yourself in a tizzy. It'll be fine. Everything will go back to normal. Mom will stop working on herself and she'll quit and we'll have all of her undivided attention. Just give her this week to make her feel like she's going to do something. So trust me, I get it. A part of me wants to be like, yes, mommy won't work out. She'll spend all of her free time with you and we'll live in this fairy tale land and make life all rainbows and unicorns so you can grow up thinking that a good mom neglects herself and that if you're tired by the end of the day, no longer feeling sexy and wanting your husband to see you naked, disgusted by how you look in the mirror and want to avoid it and losing yourself to mommy martyrdom, you're a good mom. What the heck, you guys? No! Hey, Andrea. So, guilt started to creep in on me last night when she was like, but can't you just skip it and watch TV? But I squashed it and said, you know what? I invited her to join me. Like, hey, you know what? We can still do something together. Why don't you join me? Let's make this fun. Make them laugh, make stupid faces, do whatever you have to do to make it fun for them, too. Because, mama, they're not going to remember the times that you sat on your butt on the couch with them. Get active with them. Make it fun. Did she join me? Of course not. This hasn't been a part of our routine because I haven't been able to do much for the last, since August of working out. So, I used to let others guilt me into not taking care of myself and letting my health go to crap. And by doing so, I was teaching my children that. I know that we think that we're telling our children, oh, live this way, do this, and you'll be fine and stuff. But our kids learn so much more from our actions than the words that we are actually speaking. So, it's like saying like, hey, I know God said honor his temple, but please go ahead. Just pick and choose how you want to honor him. He won't mind because everybody does it. All those reasons that you have for not taking care of you, they're excuses to make you feel better about your choices. Here's the deal. As a coach, I'm not here to coddle you. I'm here to get you the change that you claim that you want and why my clients have change. Excuses do not work with me. I will shoot down every single one and call out the BS every single time, and it is why the ladies that work with me have success. And yeah, there are some times that women start with me and they're like, oh my gosh, she's serious, and they quit because they're not ready to own it. They want to live in their excuses in la la land still. So you know what? I do this because I was the queen of excuses. I had an excuse for everything, a reason why I couldn't do anything in life and why I never got anywhere and why I was stuck for 10 plus years and miserable. Excuses like, oh, I'm too busy because I'm homeschooling our kids and because I work full time. And that would be selfish of me to take some time to better my health and better myself. I just had all these reasons. And you know what was selfish? Letting my health tank to the point that we were spending close to $300 on preventable things every single month. I was so tired. I had no energy because I didn't want to fuel my body the way it needed because I didn't know how. And I didn't want to move it to build the strength or the stamina. So I was doing whatever fad was, trying to cheat my way into being fit, doing those, everybody's sharing, oh, do this pin to lose all this belly fat and do this pin to get your butt lifted and do this 30-day challenge and your butt's going to look amazing. And then at the end of it, they're just like, well, I just didn't try hard enough. No, you didn't have something that was designed for you and you were just doing some cookie cutter thing. And that's why you're not where you want to be. That is where my guilt should have been. My guilt should have been that I was neglecting myself, not that I was taking steps to better myself. So, sister, you teach people how to treat you. Last night we talked about why I do this, why I work out, why we eat the way that we do as a family. I am not the only person that eats this way in our family. Everybody does. Because you know what? I have to pay their health bills for them too, so I have to pay their deductibles. So doggone it, everybody's going to learn. So what happens when we don't? You keep making excuses. And personally, I really don't care if you make excuses because your choices are not going to affect me. They're not going to affect anything that I'm doing. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing what I know I need to do. But, you're not going to get the brownie points for suffering at the end of this life. I know a lot of people, their life starts to get better and improve, and they're so used to having drama that they actually create drama versus actually changing. And it's really sad to witness that. But you know what? Until they're ready to face it, it's just not going to change. So yesterday, after I worked out, we still made time and we cuddled on the couch afterward in what truly, and I did, what needed to be done to help my health for the future so that my family can get back to having the best of me. Because right now, while healing from adrenals, if you see my stories yesterday, I can't do a lot of stuff that is normal stuff. Right now, I don't have the energy to where I could actually physically drive a car and go somewhere and stay awake safely and be fully alert. It's just not going to happen. So the work that you put in for today, it's not even for tomorrow. It's actually for down the road. So if you want a different tomorrow, you need to start right now. You need to start today. You need to get support. You need to get outside support of your family. A few weeks from now, then you're going to be blown away by the change. Not only you, but your family and your life. And it's going to take time. When you start something new for you, it affects everybody. And everybody has to adjust to that. So you're going to have to teach people what's acceptable and what's not. And people are going to rear their heads. And kids are going to be like tiny little tyrants and kind of not like this for a little bit. And so even more, please be focused on personal development. Eating right and working out are not going to build your self-worth, and they're not going to build your self-confidence if you're not teaching yourself how to think different thoughts. So otherwise, as soon as people get uncomfortable that you're trying to change and they're not, because face it, when you are trying to change and somebody else is not wanting to change because they failed over and over, if you make it, that shows them that they could have, but they quit, and that's scary. So what do when we see somebody doing something we are just not comfortable with? We attack. We hey, listen, I know you really want to change, but do you really need to do that? It's not out of concern. It's really out of their own insecurities. And you're going to start to think that there's something wrong with you, that you're selfish and you're going to quit. And recently a fit family member actually shared that they're actually working to be more authentic and share the real them. They were tired of feeling like they're hiding. And next thing you know, people they respected were reaching out and making them feel bad about it. So those who feel threatened by your changes or attempts at changes are actually blind to the fact that they're projecting their lack of self-worth and their lack or their big insecurities onto you. Totally blind to it. They're probably the same people that you think has it all together, and guess what? They don't. But all right, guys, hopefully this helps you to challenge yourself into becoming the best version of you. And if you're ready to mold that future that you want, that feel is just right outside of your grasp, then message me, because new group starts Monday and we are going to rock this holiday season. But all right, guys, get out there and make it awesome.